So the beauty behind the model is that you can use Clem's scenarios, you can use the kind of the understanding, and then you can rate your factors in terms of risk, pros and cons, and you can ultimately decide, you know, where the better places are to invest.
Yeah, which is precisely Chantal Ilbury's point, which is that scenario planning is just daydreaming. You've got to connect the dots. You've got to have the flags, have the probabilities, look at the best strategy for each scenario, and then come out with a balanced picture of where to invest as a result of the scenarios. And I have to congratulate you. I think this graph does exactly that.
Listen, I was skeptical. I sat down with him and his partners. I'm a true believer. His book is phenomenal. He's the real deal. And at the end of the day, it's really good. One of the most important keys to success, owning a lot of companies, it's about hedging and diversifying. And that's what it's about. So you got to talk to him. You got to sit down with them. Not talking to would do a disservice to you and your business.
And I'm an entrepreneur's entrepreneur. I just love entrepreneurship and entrepreneurs. And I'm here with Scott Picken, who's one of the top property experts, offshore property experts in all of South Africa. Maybe the #1 expert, branded all over South Africa. He's even written the book. When I say someone's written the book, I usually mean they're good at it. But he's literally written the book on going global.
Now you have two people or two groups that can add more and always worth more than one, because the tendency is that any one person looks at it their view and they don't see the other viewpoint. If you have somebody that comes up with a different viewpoint, at least you have something to listen to. That's why Donald listens to me. I have a different viewpoint. I'm not involved with it. I'm not a part of his deals at this point. I can give him an unvarnished opinion and say this is what I think, and he knows I'm not just a yes man. He can take it or not, but it's important to have somebody like to have a coach or somebody that you can go to that will look at what you're doing in an impartial manner.
It does come down to the numbers. If you live in Joburg, I would say get your first investment property in Joburg. Probably get your second one there. You've got to cut your teeth on it. You've got to learn the ropes. You've got to learn what it takes to be a good investor. But if you've got 10 properties in Joburg and you're looking at buying an 11th, I for one would say don't buy it in Joburg. Buy it in Cape Town. Go to Port Elizabeth. Go to Durban. Go to anywhere else. And once you've got a few more, I would even say it's time to think about going global.
Every single person has their own parameters, has what they're trying to achieve in their life. They have what's important for them and their family and their future. And based on those parameters, it'll help you make the right decisions for you and your family. Because there's so many factors to take into account. There's the variables of which country has the best value in terms of price probability. Where are you getting the best yields? Where is the rule of law the best? Property Going Global. Systematic and scientific formulas. 2013, we got returns of 41.41%, a minimum for all our investors. That is why this book is the authority on international property investment.